3 things I'd do differently if I was starting my fitness journey again. Hi, welcome back to BridePod. I'm Sam, your coach for all things wedding fitness, confidence, and long-term results that last well beyond the big day. Today I want to get a little personal. If I could go back to the very start of my own fitness journey, before I became a coach, before I knew what I know now, there are 3 big things I would do differently. Lesson 1, I would not chase extremes. Some may know a little about me, some may not, but back in the day, I used to be obese, weighing in at around 125 kilos or 275 pounds. I don't even know if that was my heaviest weight because honestly, I just would never want to step on a scale to begin with. I guess you could say I was avoiding reality. Either way, I lost around 40 kilos and my lowest weight as an adult was around 88 kilos. This whole process took me 8 years of blood, sweat, tears, every diet and workout you can imagine, and I made a lot of mistakes on the way. These are the same lessons I see brides learning the hard way all the time. And if you can learn them now, you'll save yourself months, maybe even years of frustration. When I first started, I believed results had to come from extremes. Eat super clean, train every day, no nights out, no flexibility. And for a few weeks, it worked, until it didn't. Because I wasn't building habits, I was just performing willpower. It's the same pattern I see with brides all the time. They go all in with restrictive plans, thinking they can push hard for 12 weeks, and then real life, stress, work, social events, existing commitments, fatigue, it all kicks in eventually, right? What I know now is this: your body doesn't reward intensity, it rewards consistency. If you can do something 70, 80% consistently for 6 months, you'll blow away the results you'd get from going 100% for just 3 weeks. So the first shift, stop chasing extremes and start chasing repeatable habits. Lesson number 2, I would focus on calories, protein, and flexibility, not perfection. I used to get a lot of random advice from the internet about clean eating, and there was one point, yes. I was the chicken, broccoli, and rice guy at work. There was one time I took fish into the office, heated it up in the microwave at lunchtime, and it stank the whole thing out. And I was not popular in the office for a while. There are still people I talk to that I work with that remind me of that day. I was also the office guy that had protein shakes, but in all honesty, I didn't know the overall purpose of them at the time. I figured it was just something that you had to do as they'd be sold in all these health stores and all the gym bros were doing it. For a long time, I thought I had to have the cleanest diet, which was hard for me to stick to. I had no flexibility, and I'd often break the diet, have binges, and feel guilty about it later. I wish someone had sat me down and explained how calories in versus calories out worked, how much protein I had to be eating, and I could be flexible with the food as long as it hit within my daily or weekly calorie allowance. It would have been a game changer for me, and I would have easily hit my goals faster and enjoyed the process a lot more. I would have worked out how many calories I needed to be eating and start focusing on getting protein in with every meal. I ended up having a very bad relationship with food, and it didn't help the bad relationship I had with myself either. When you're training, eating more protein, and building lean muscle, your body can be changing and you can have room for flexibility and moderation in your diet. The shift I wish I'd made sooner would be to focus on the 80-20 rule. Don't think of a cheat day mentality. Think of 80% of your diet made up of the good stuff and the 20% left over for the not so good stuff. If you're in a cycle of constant restriction and binging, step back. Figure out what your macros and targets are, and start to build your favorite meals and overall diet around hitting those numbers. Make it a game. Learn how to be flexible with your food, and you will get your results and keep them. Lesson number 3, I'd get accountability sooner. This one changed everything for me. For years, I tried to figure out everything alone. Very typical guy that never asked for help, right? I'd Google workouts, download random meal plans, and jump from one challenge to another. And because no one was checking in on me, I'd fall off, start again, and repeat that same loop over and over. When I finally invested in accountability, someone to check my progress, call me out when I went quiet, help me adjust things when life got messy, that's when everything clicked. Because accountability isn't just about motivation, it's about clarity and course correction. And like the saying goes, accountability is the glue that ties the intention to the result. If you're listening to this and you've been trying to go it alone, ask yourself, how long have I been trying the same thing expecting a different result? You don't need someone to hold your hand, but you do need someone to help you stay on track when your own motivation dips. That's what accountability is. So if you're starting or even restarting your fitness journey for your wedding, here's how you can apply these lessons today. Drop the extremes. Start with something small but repeatable, whether it's 3 workouts, daily steps, or protein at each meal. Focus on moderation and flexibility, not the perfect diet, and start celebrating the right things, hitting your protein target, staying within your calorie range, and enjoying fun foods that make up 20% of your diet. And build accountability early. Whether it's a coach, a friend, or a program, don't rely on motivation alone. It's a fleeting emotion and it comes and goes. When you start from these 3 principles, you'll stop chasing shortcuts and start building a foundation that actually lasts for your engagement, for your wedding, and long after. If today's episode resonated with you and you're realizing that maybe you've been caught in that all or nothing cycle, send me a message on Instagram at BridePod and tell me which of these 3 lessons hit the hardest for you. And if you're ready to stop guessing and finally build a plan that fits your life, check out my 90-day BridePod's case study program. It's where we take these exact lessons and turn them into your day-to-day strategy. Remember, this journey isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about doing it long enough to change who you are. You're not just training for a day, you're training for a lifestyle. I'll see you in the next episode.